And like we look at these shows like Sex and the City, and you know, I have a little bit of a handle on what a freelance journalist might make at this point, and that's not what your apartment looks like in Manhattan if that's what your job is.
My name's Kelsey Wallace, and I'm the web editor for Bitch Media. We just concluded a panel where we kind of dissected working women in pop culture.
There's so many female characters when they're strong and they're working and they're successful in male spheres. They're often, you know, very attractive, and they're so obsessed with work and they're narcissistic, and they don't then they're damaged and they're not able to have, you know, good balanced lives.
One thing that we talked about in the panel, I'm glad we touched on, is like there's no one way to represent working women. That's a massive group.
Shows like Downton Abbey is one that I'm very interested in right now, or Buffy, or you know, other types of shows that in some ways make work disappear, right? That we have this fantasy that work and work for money isn't even in the picture.
Roseanne, I mean, the other thing to keep in mind is how hard Roseanne had to fight to do that, and how reviled she was in the industry because of that.
We have positive female characters, and you start to look at them, they're complicated, as people are complicated, and working and balancing with other things is a complicated process. Trying to go through my mind, I just kept seeing kind of negative after negative after negative. It's like, okay, she's really good at her job, and therefore she's really incapable of doing these other things that would bring her real happiness.
I think that a lot of times we see working women in pop culture, and it's this sort of individualistic, like, make your way, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, don't owe anyone anything ideal. And, you know, to me, I'd rather see representations of people working together,